Hello everyone and welcome back to Ledesia. We are here at the house of Ledesia founder and matriarch Erica Eureka herself. And oh, isn't it a lovely house? It's a nice little modern mansion. It's here at Eureka Estates. This is actually their main land, but they've got some land over here. This is Evelyn's house. This is where Evelyn, the mysterious daughter who used to live in Japan as an actress, is currently staying with her twin toddlers. We might have to check on her pretty soon. We haven't even seen her at all yet. She didn't even show up to the pumpkin patch party. She's very reclusive, having some issues with her husband, but nobody knows that. Nobody knows that. She's very private. Won't even tell her parents. Also, oh, come back. There's our cool little flower field. This is actually inspired by Evelyn. She brought back some flower seeds and helped plant them and spread them all around so that now we've got some beautiful sunflower seeds going on here. This is all part of the Eureka land, by the way. They own this whole little chunk up on the upper side of the island, and it's kind of plotted out for future family members too. We've also got Eureka Gardens, which is a very nice, lovely little relaxing garden that Erica likes to spend her time in. It's just a little zen area open to the public, so people often come here hoping that they can catch a glimpse of Erica Eureka. Right over here we have Newton's household. We've seen Newton's household before and how everybody will just come visiting from right next door and pop over for dinner. Valerie probably just pops over here, "Hey you guys, you want to eat?" That would totally be them. No, they'd probably text, knowing these guys. And then we have our awesome Eureka Estates apple orchard, which, you know, Newton, the theory of gravity, that legend about an apple tree, that's why we have that. It's open to the public, so everybody can go and get apples whenever they want. And then down here, you may notice, on her front lawn, reclining in her swimsuit, soaking up the sunlight, oh, and water. This is a good thing for her. Probably most people wouldn't appreciate their sunbathing being interrupted by a rainstorm, but Evelyn Eureka is a plant sim. For science reasons. We're sticking with that. No magic-y, fancy stuff going on here. It's science. Whoops. And apparently, we're forgetting to pay the bills too, so we'll have to take care of that. But yes, Erica is out here on her front lawn, amid the beautiful plants, being a plant herself, soaking up the sun, soaking up the water. You know, for being the center, the household that controls everything about Ledesia, all of its money, its wealth, the CEO of the Eureka Corporation, a multi-billion-dollar corporation, lives here with her children. See? Rosalind, right there, who apparently has skipped breakfast and is missing lunch. She is dedicated to her work, what can we say? For being the center of so much, this is actually one of the quietest, tidiest households on the island. I mean, everyone spends most of their day at work or at school, and the only people who are here are Erica, who's a plant sim, so her needs are pretty simple, and Evander, who can be pretty hilarious. Though we also have a new resident here. Look at this, look at this. You guys want to know who this is? Do you recognize this cute little face? This cutie pie right here? Hi, that's Lady Sunflower. She looks just like her brother, Micro, and she looks just like her dad, Sir Silverboy. So we're not seeing any of Lady Peaches show up whatsoever. I was hoping that Lady Sunflower would look like her mom, but apparently Sir Silverboy has very dominant genetics, so we're just gonna have to deal with that. Also, Evander, I'm pretty sure you cleared out several of those waffles on your own. Evander's pretty cool for an old grandpa. He likes helping out with the kids. He often invites— oh, don't fuss at me. You wanna be good friends with this dog, so you gotta clean up after her. But he often invites people from Ledesia up into the house so that they can meet and greet, chat, get to know one another. He recently had Caleb Sulphur and Felicity Tweed over. And Caleb and Felicity, even though they don't know it, they both have supernatural girlfriends, so that's pretty fun. Though Felicity's girlfriend isn't official just yet. But yeah, see, this is the house. Nice little greenhouse, nice kitchen, bedroom. This is Erica and Evander's bedroom. Erica and Evander, for those of you who don't know, were the founders of my legacy challenge from years and years and years ago. Evander, why don't you sit down and study some fire safety? Because you started a kitchen fire a little bit ago, sir, and I have not forgotten that. In fact, we need fire safety classes for everybody, so forget that. You'll attend the fire safety classes at the local library, which will hold soon, because there have been some kitchen fires popping up. And a lack, now that I think of it, a significant lack of fire alarms, so I think that an ordinance might go out that all residents of Ledesia are required to put fire alarms on their walls, because I've had house fires breaking out, and I tend to be so used to playing my game, they'll just be like, oh good, my Sims are fine, they've got everything they need, I'm gonna go like do some dishes real fast and just let the day pass. And I've been coming back, and guess what? They've started house fires. Which they almost never do, so we'll fix that with some fire safety classes. So go ahead and study physiology instead. You'll enjoy that. Are you doing okay? Oh, look how happy she is. Don't like get hit by lightning though. Hunt for bugs. I love the idle animations. They can get annoying sometimes, but this is just so fitting. Oh, I need to find where you can extract that as an object, actually. That would be perfect to sell at like a tech shop here in Ledesia. But yeah, I just wanted to stop in and show you guys. So this is the like bastion of all the genius and knowledge, and it's actually pretty quiet because Erica is quite old. Oh, I'm going to talk about you like that, Erica. I can do that. She was created back in 2007 and started a legacy family that I fell in love with. And because of you, Erica, because of you, this whole new phase of my life has started. Sharing your story with the world, and it's been amazing. But she's very, very old. She's been around, like I said, since 2007. So I'm getting to the point where I'm comfortable with the idea of letting her go. She's lived a very long life. She has some wonderful grandchildren. She's started up a huge, amazing scientific city that will live on for years and years and years and generations after her. So it's been a good run. It's been a very good run. That's right. Learn lifetime happiness, Erica. We'll get you started on that in just a second. But you know, she's not done yet. Not done yet. So I was thinking, what would she do with the rest of her time? So I finally put together that lifetime want generator. Almost 100 lifetime wants, and that's not even counting custom ones that I'm going to start making with custom careers and custom challenges. But I have almost 100 lifetime wants now that I've collected from Sims 2 and Sims 3, and I put them into one generator. Whoop! Uh-oh. Lena. The class is a substitute teacher today, and the teacher decides to let Lena pick the game they will play in the afternoon. Kickball or dodgeball? Which should Lena pick? Lena, you're in frickin' high school. Oh, I don't know. Dodgeball's always fun, but I think Lena would play kickball because she likes team games. Lena decides to go with the team building teamwork building kickball instead of violent dodgeball. Everyone in the class has a fun time, and Lena will bring home a friend from school today. Yay, Lena! I hope it's Cinnamon. Though she's really good friends with her cousin Leon, who lives next door too. I think Leon likes coming over here to see what his grandparents are up to. But yeah, so, you know, Erica still has a little bit of life left in her. She's really pulled back from running the city as much as she used to, though. She kind of wants to let Rosalind take over since Rosalind is her heir. They don't really, like, from the Eureka's point of view, they don't really see things like as a legacy challenge. That's just for me, for my fun in the background. Let's see. Why don't you study lifelong happiness? Evander? I think all your waffles went bad, sir. We really should hire you guys a maid. But they're home all day. They could, well, you know what? You're the most important people in town. I'm pretty sure you can have a maid. In fact, I'll go ahead and let Erica summon a maid. Let's see. Call, service, and summon a maid to get over here. Because they're like super rich. Not the richest people in town, though, actually. The richest people in town right now are Felicity Tweed and Louise Stewart with their new business. Oh, welcome home, teenagers. Lena, where's your friend? Jeez, I guess... Whoa! No, we don't want to call the adoption service. Thank you very much. There we go. Yep. Come on over, maid. Thank you very much for your time. And study, lifelong happiness. I really like their beautiful, really nice library. One day I would love to have a library like that. But as I was saying, Erica's not done yet. She still has things she wants to do with her life. And so I used the random lifetime want generator to figure out what those lifetime wants for this family would be, because I didn't want to be limited just with the ones from Sims 2. With the random lifetime want generator that I made, it pulls all of the ones from Sims 3 as well as the ones from Sims 2. Like I said, I haven't even added my custom ones to it yet, but I plan on doing that in the future. And so her lifetime want become city planner, which is actually a Sims 2 lifetime want, but I modified it to mean have 20 community lots in town because she is the creator of Ledesia. So wow, that lightning was loud. So it seemed like the fitting thing to have for her is you know, have the community lots. By the time you have a lot of community lots, a lot of residential lots, you know your city is going to be okay. So that is what she still wants to work on. Let's look at your family tree real fast because it makes me happy. Also, she's really good friends with Natalie. See, look at this. Look at all those grandbabies. So many redheaded ones too. And then her triplets. She had triplets way back when. Oh, and then look, see all her grandbabies. I'll try to remember to put links to an old video I did a long time ago that tells all about Erica's life up in the video description in a little bit. But she's not the only one who got one of the custom lifetime wants. Evander also got some because, you know, he's kind of bored. He just sits at home all day hoping that he can take care of his grandkids and cleaning around the house and hoping to take care of Lady Sunflower. Because it's Lena's dog, Lady Sunflower, actually. But actually she's a little skittish around her dog. So Lady Sunflower has bonded to Evander more. But his lifetime want became be a professional author. So we're going to try to get several different, books. I'd say probably 3 books. Have him write 3 books pretty soon. And he's, like, worked as the head of the SCIA. He's been in the educational department. I think he retired a while ago from the SCIA again. So he could have some fun stories to write. A lot about taking care of family, too, because he's really good at that. Also, Alyssa. Yay, Alyssa is doing really good. So she got $100 for her report card. So actually, I think we're gonna go up. Because what would Alyssa spend $100 on? It would definitely be some new stuffed animals. This is Alyssa's bedroom. She very much likes stuffed animals and stuffed animal toys, and she also has a pet cactus right here that she likes to keep up there. She wanted a small cactus though, because she was a little nervous that it was going to poke her. So let's go ahead, because if I was Alyssa, I would so buy... Oh, look at that Nessie doll. Yeah, I'm totally getting that. And then, so that was $10, basically. What else could we get? Oh, look at that. It's so cute. It's so cute. Where can I put you? There we go. So that's basically $30. What else? Because Alyssa is big into games too, actually. So let's see. Anything else that's age appropriate for her that she would totally play with? Not there. So let's come over here. I like spending the little random money that you get sometimes. Ah, there we go. Yeah, we don't have a giraffe yet. She would want giraffe. That's good. See, so we've got like $40-ish left. What about that? We don't have a little owl thing. Little owl thing? Does it come in different colors? No little owl deco piece. Sitting on top of the... Nah, it blocks that. But yeah, I like spending the money that you get from those little random things because I feel like it's more accurate for my Sims, for some of them, to just have random items show up. So So I try to be. Let's see. No, no, that's too big. No, no. Anything else for you, Alyssa, darling? She really loves stuffed animals, so... Let's see, what's that? What is that? It's an interesting vase that looks like it belongs in the museum, which we're also going to have to work on pretty soon. I want to see the museum perk up. Let's see. Anything else? Nah, now we're getting too expensive. I think I saw a soccer ball, though. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah! That's totally an Alyssa sort of thing. Dunk, dunk. There. So that's what she got with her money that she got for having good grades. Which, I'm pretty sure, with her one nice point, she cheats a little bit when it comes to good grades. But we're just gonna have to let that go. Yeah, so here are the Eurekas, being all, you know, official and dignified and well-dressed in their perfectly groomed library, studying as they have studied all of their lives. They actually, I make my Sims lose skill points that they don't use over time. That's part of the challenge that I give myself, is if you don't use it, you lose it, and that keeps my Sims interesting in Elderhood and when they have easy stats like Erica and her plant Sim status. Alright, Rosalind is not home. She is off slaving away, hard at work, but if she was home, we would see... Oh yeah, Kenneth needs to start carpool soon. She wants to live in the lap of luxury. That's her lifetime want, which is very suiting for her because she's kind of a spoiled romance fortune sim. And then we've got her husband, her very sweet husband, Bredith. His lifetime want is to have 6 grandchildren. That's what he wants to see happen. Oh hey, they just got home. Here you go, guys. Then Kenneth, who's going to have to leave pretty soon, he is actually our heir. So he is going to be the one to... Oh no, Kenneth! Zits, Kenneth! Zits! Go take a shower. We'll send him to the teens' bathroom. This is the teenager bathroom behind this tree. There we go. Get in here. Actually, take a shower over in the common bathroom. Yeah, their house is huge. And then... use acne cream. Come on now, sir. This is not time for video games. But yeah, he's going to be our heir. And he has the visionary lifetime want. That's what he wants to do. Oh, hey, Noma Lusher. Yeah, we'll have her come over. Come on over, Noma. Congratulations, Alyssa. Also, where'd your little friend go? Man, I could have sworn we told her she could come over. Bah. That's okay. And let's see. Then there's Lena, who's apparently busy talking to her mother in the rain. Bredith, get inside. What do you want to do to your wife? Flirt suggestively, you're gonna have to hang on. Get inside, you guys. This is no time to be hanging out in the rain. But yeah, Lena is Kenneth's twin sister. And she's pretty cool. She's been changing outfits lately because she's been stopping over at Leaf Designs all the time because the teens were stopping over there non-stop. But yeah, Lena, she loves theater. So she's actually, let's see. What is your lifetime want, my dear? Did we not get you one? Oh, no, I was happy with the one she has right here. Have 50 dream dates. So her lifetime want is have 50 dream dates, which is going to be interesting because she's not very big on kissing and snogging and things like that. She's kind of anti, like she'll do kissing. Hey, there's Noma. Noma, you snuck inside. I was wondering where you went, little one. But she's kind of not a big kisser. Lena, she doesn't really enjoy it. So we're going to try to respect that and see if we can get to 50 dream dates. She's more about like going out and partying and having fun, and the dream dates suddenly turning into like entire outings with a bunch of friends. She's like that. So we're gonna see how that can work out for her. But first off, we have to find her somebody to date. And then we have our little one, Ellie, also known as Alyssa. She's kind of the black sheep of the family. She loves video games. She plays a lot of League of Legends in my book. She'll do whatever it takes to wiggle out of doing her homework so that she can play games instead. And she's kind of abrasive. She doesn't care about really hurting people's feelings. Not to be mean, but just she's that blunt. Wait, hey Noma. Get over here. Get over here and be fun. Also, Brenda, stop trying to kiss up your wife for just a second. And play with your kidlet. Tickler. Oh, he loves his kids. Bredith is like the best father ever. Meanwhile, yeah, it looks like these two are having a really good conversation. I think that Rosalind really likes Lena's new dress. Oh, well then. Rosalind has one thing on her mind, I'll remember that. But we'll let those two chit-chat. Noma's down here now. Noma Lusher, and I think that Alyssa is going to help Noma with her grades, which have been failing lately, by kind of helping her cheat a little bit. Which is, you know, not the way you're supposed to do it, but you're not supposed to do a lot of things. Alright. Now why don't you... See, he loves just like talking with people and making friends, so why don't you... Where's your son? He's taking a shower. Go ahead and call Felicity. Wants to be friends with Felicity. So yeah, this is just kind of how the household usually goes. It gets really busy and then it gets really quiet because you're just sitting here with a pair of elders and a dog. And when everybody gets like here, there you go. Have her talk with him talk with her, I mean. But when things like happen, things can get really busy. But then the teenagers have their part-time jobs after school, so they are constantly busy. And then the adults have constant projects. Lena just tries to like hang in there, or Lisa tries to just hang in there. Because it can get really, really, really busy. Oh, Mary Mac. I think it'd be a particularly violent version of Mary Mac, knowing Alyssa. Something a lot darker than just the usual, like, dun 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 dun. That's really cute, though. Yep, there go the teenagers. Well, one of the teenagers. Kenneth works as a pen pal for aliens for his grandparents. Oh, that's kind of cute. Rosalind. Alyssa was their surprise child that they weren't supposed to have, that Rosalind got pregnant with. Actually, Bredith, for those of you who didn't know this, Bredith carried the pregnancy with the older twins. Because Rosalind didn't really want to get pregnant and have the pregnancy, didn't really want to do that, but she was open to the idea of having kids. So, in their typical practical fashion, her parents contacted their alien friends, had their daughter and their son-in-law abducted, and then helped in quotation marks by having Bredith be the one to carry the twins' pregnancy. And Bredith actually dealt with it really wonderfully, all considering just how chaotic that was, because he loves his family. So yeah, the Eurekas have a lot of history. Oh, where'd those kids go? They're always up to trouble. Keep an eye on them. Oh good, he's done learning about... Yay! There you go. Hey, just because we have a maid now doesn't mean you can throw books all over the place, sir. Honestly, he can be such a silly guy sometimes. But yeah, it's a pretty busy household, but there, thank you very much. Alora, what a pretty name. She's not even done. She just has to leave because it's the end of the day. I hear the kids up to something. Really? Really? Are you mimicking your sister? Look how much fun she's having too, playing out here in a rainstorm. Well, even though it started off really slow, also where's our dog? Being quiet. She's a very quiet dog, Lady Sunflower. I usually just find her asleep on a bed somewhere. What's your personality again, puppy? Yep, lazy. A lazy genius. That's suiting for this household. Oh, and there's Lisa just playing in the rain. But yeah, even though it starts off pretty quiet, this household can be a little bit chaotic now and then. Not nearly as much as the Lushers though, so maybe that's why Noma is visiting. Getting a little bit of peace and quiet, though who knows where that child has gone. She has been eaten up by the mansion. But yeah, that's just kind of a quick overview of the main Eureka family, the things that they want to do in life. I think it will be cool. We definitely need to have everybody go to the local library so that they can have some fire safety classes. I'm very tired of having Sims start so many fires, and I think it'd be a fun way for everyone to learn that fire safety skill is to go, like, on Saturday to a class. Speaking of which, I want to see the teenagers all get out together so that they can hang out, so we'll have to do that too. Oh, Alyssa, you're such a goofball. And then Rosalind. Rosalind is making me laugh so much. Every day she comes home from work and sits and just reads the paper for forever. It's like how she chooses to unwind at the end of the day. So, Lena is off, headed to the mainland. For her very rare outing, she works over at the theater. She's very happy working at the theater too as an usher right now, and she works behind the scenes and sometimes plays minor roles. That's her big thing that she loves to do. And Kenneth is over at Area 00L, which is a top secret facility, currently having probably the equivalent of Skype with an alien, because that is what Kenneth is doing. He's learning multiple languages, both Earth languages and intergalactic languages. He's going to be one of the very first ambassadors out into space when he gets a little bit older. That's what his grandparents have planned for him. And then Bredith, you're headed to the... Noma, there you are! What were you doing upstairs? Evander, what are you doing upstairs? Oh, you're gonna paint, are you? You really should work on the illustrious author thing, if you ask me, sir. But, you know, I'll let you paint. I'll let you paint. But yeah, that's just kind of how things are going right now. Lots of little projects, lots of potential. It's just interesting to know everybody's stories and how complex everything can get pretty soon. Isn't that right, Rosalind? She's really been behaving herself. I expected her to have an affair or so by now. Oh, bye, Noma. I think she was tired of Alyssa totally ignoring her. But alright, so we will let these guys have the end of their quiet night. It's been fun popping in to see what they're up to learn about their plans, figure out what they want to do. To see Erica, I love Erica, especially the fact that she just likes to sunbathe out in her front yard. You're in charge of an entire town, why not? You can just get into your swimsuit and lay out on a towel. You own half the island. That's the way these things work. But it's been great. Oh, there's a skunk. Please don't mess with it, Lady Sunflower. Or Alyssa. I'm watching you, Alyssa. But yeah, it's been great just being able to share her for a little bit with everybody. And pop by the main house. So alright, we're going to let them have their rest of their night. I am going to put a link in the video description to that new lifetime want generator. I do plan on adding descriptions about how you could fulfill some of the Sims 3 lifetime wants in Sims 2. How to manipulate the lifetime want so you can use custom ones but still get the lifetime want benefit, and just some of the custom ones eventually. That's one of my major projects, so it'll be something of a work in progress. And if you guys have any ideas for custom lifetime wants, please feel free to share in the comments section. Oh, and before we go, a coworker invites Lena over for his weekly poker match. Lena, I don't know if I feel comfortable with you going to some strange man's weekly poker match. Lena is a pretty good poker player and would like to go, but is worried about possibly winning too much and being disliked. Should she go or not? Lena? It being Lena, she's kind of impulsive like that. I could see her choosing to go, especially if it's like a rare time she can escape from all of her duties and responsibilities as a teenager in Ledesia, so... Her coworkers are good sports. Sits down, realizes their skill levels are very different. She wins a large number of hands. Yep. So it didn't go over so well. Poor Lena. That's why you shouldn't go to poker with strange men, Lena. Alright, I will see you guys next time. Especially now that Erica is... No, Erica. No more grandbabies. You may not have any more grandbabies. I'm sorry, ma'am. It's over. You've got plenty. You have 9. I think. You have... 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You have 8. That's enough. That's plenty enough. Deal with it. Deal with it. That's right. Think about your husband. Alright. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye, everybody. Stay curious.
Chop-a-dum, chop-a-dum. Chip, 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 chip,